Let's shift our focus now to the general elections. The third phase of the Lok Sabha election is now underway. Polling is taking place across 93 constituencies in 10 states and 2 union territories. Our team of reporters, as always, on the ground to bring you an extensive coverage on how the voter turnout is as of now and how good is the mood on the ground. Ritu Singh is joining in from Bengaluru, Karnataka. Ritu, low voter turnout is something which everyone's been talking about, worried about, etc. But how is the situation in Bengaluru?
Well, this time around, the 14 seats that are going to polls where the voting is underway, the voter turnout is expected to be better because remember these 14 seats are across the northern and central part of Karnataka, largely rural areas where typically you see a higher number of people turn out for voting. That said, it is going to be a straight fight between Congress and the BJP here with JDS not fielding any candidates directly. Of course, it has partnered up with the BJP for the national elections this time around. In terms of the number of candidates that are in the fray, it's 227, 21 of them women and 2.6 crore registered voters that will decide their fate. A very crucial factor across these 14 seats is going to be the Lingayat vote bank, which is seen as the core voter bank for BJP, but somewhat shifted in the 2023 assembly elections in favor of Congress. So we'll have to see how that crucial voter base plays out. In terms of the candidates that have been fielded by both the parties, you have Congress playing very much on the local issues. It has fielded, sons and daughters and daughter-in-laws of various key ministers, whereas in the case of BJP, largely the candidates are either the Brahmin or the Lingayat community. The minority voters in these 14 states account for anywhere between 12 to 20% of the voter base, so also very significant. Another crucial factor that the Congress is betting on is the various guarantees that have been announced by the state, especially targeting the women, whereas for BJP, it is of course the national issues and the Modi, factor that they hope will work in the state. Among the key candidates, of course, the various former chief ministers contesting. Shiv Moga is an interesting constituency to watch out for, a three-way battle between a former BJP rebel. From Congress, you have the wife of, actor Shiv Rajkumar, and from BJP, B.S. Yadurappa's son, who's won this seat previously. So that is going to be an interesting one to watch out for.
Okay, hectic battle over there. Thanks a lot, Ritu, for that. Shivani Bazaz, our colleague, is standing by to give us a ground report from Saifai in Uttar Pradesh. Shivani, over to you.
Well, Sonia, it is a hot summer day, but as you can see in the background, we are facing some security issues here because Akhilesh Yadav and Dimple Yadav are supposed to come here any moment now. We are standing in Saifai, and this polling booth that you can see behind me in the background, it has a lot of security because, as I told you, Akhilesh Yadav and Dimple Yadav are coming to cast their vote here right now. And this is a historic polling booth, Sonia, because Mulayam Singh Yadav has always come here in his lifetime and voted for, of course, the SP. And this is supposed to be the Samajwadi Party's stronghold, Mainpuri Lok Sabha constituency. And I'm standing here in Saifai, which is a part of Mainpuri Lok Sabha constituency. Apart from that, 10 other seats going to polls today, all of them important, be it Eta, be it Badaयूं, Bareilly, Agra, and of course Mainpuri. And most of these seats are supposed to be the stronghold of the Samajwadi Party. In terms of key issues, of course, employability, unemployment, law and order situation remain top of the chart. But here, at least in Saifai, Samajwadi Party is very, very hopeful of coming back. Remember that Samajwadi Party has never lost this Mainpuri seat since 1996 when Mulayam Singh Yadav first got elected from here. And after his demise, daughter-in-law Dimple Yadav took over from this seat in 2022 by-elections. Now, till 9 a.m. Today, Uttar Pradesh's 10 seats have recorded around 11% voting. And right now, of course, because it's a hot summer day, we are expecting the voting to pick up during the day. But one heartening thing that we saw on the ground is the fact that a lot of women are coming here. Since morning, we have been standing here since 7 o'clock. We've seen a lot of women coming here and voting. So we'll keep a check on the ground. Remember that against Dimple Yadav are BJP's Javeer Singh, who's the Minister for Tourism and Culture in Yogi Adityanath's cabinet, and also BSP's Shiv Prasad Yadav, targeting the Yadav vote bank here in Uttar Pradesh. So we'll keep coming back to you with more updates from Saifai and from Mainpuri.
All right. Shivani, thanks very much for that. Now let's go across to Maharashtra in Baramati, which I think one of the most interesting battles being fought, where there is a Pawar pitted against another Pawar. Santya is here with details. Santya, what are you seeing there? Morning.
Good morning, Prashant. As you rightly said, Baramati is undoubtedly the most dramatic, the most important, the most interesting, and straight out of a soap opera kind of a seat. Before we talk about Baramati, Supriya Sule just left. She just cast her vote and she just left. She was here. After she cast her vote, she was here inspecting the polling booth, taking a look at the arrangements made by the ECI as well as her team members to ensure that the voters are able to beat the heat, because remember, the low voter turnout has been a cause of concern for the first two phases. Now, talking about this Pawar versus Pawar battle in Baramati, it's the turf of the Pawar family, and for the first time, Baramati is facing a direct fight between two members of the Pawar family. It's Supriya Sule contesting against her sister-in-law, Ajit Pawar's wife, that's Sunetra Pawar. So today's polling is going to decide that which faction of the Pawar family and which faction of the NCP party will continue to dominate Baramati. And remember, this is not for the first time that this sort of a dilemma is there in the Pawar family. It was in 1960s for the first time that Sharad Pawar and his brother Vasantrao Pawar were in two opposite camps. Vasantrao Pawar was the candidate of PWP party, and Sharad Pawar, a young Congress worker, was campaigning for the other side. So this is not something new for the Pawar family, but definitely for the first time, two members of Pawar family are the contestants here. Now, talking about the rest of the seats, Ratnagiri, Sindhudurg and Raigad, these are the Konkan seats, the southern coastal belt of Maharashtra. Here, unemployment, lack of industrialization and farmer distress are going to be the key election issues. Talking about Marathwada seats like Latur and Osmanabad, there, Maratha reservation, farmer distress, water crisis are the key election issues. And the remaining seats, whether it's Baramati, whether it's Sangli, Satara, Hatkangle, all these areas, barring this Baramati town, just this periphery, in all the other seats, water crisis is going to be one of the most important election issue. Maratha reservation and farmer distress are among the other issues. Prashant.
Okay, Santya, thanks a lot for that. Well, let's finally go across to Aman Sharma, who's joining in from Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Aman, take it away.
Well, see, Gujarat is the bastion of the BJP. Earlier, we were there when Mr. Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister, cast his vote. Then Mr. Amit Shah also cast his vote. And Gujarat is a state with 26 seats, where the BJP has swept the state both in 2014 and 2019, winning all the seats. This time also, the BJP has won Surat seat already uncontested. So already one seat out of the 26 has been won. The BJP is very, very confident of winning the rest of the 25 seats also, depending upon the charisma of the Prime Minister, who was earlier the Chief Minister here, went away to Delhi in 2014, but his stamp on the state very much continues. I was there in the morning when Mr. Modi came to vote at a polling booth in Ranip, and there were thousands of people on both sides of the road just to catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister. So the man's popularity is still as high in Gujarat as it was earlier, and also the scale of the victories in Gujarat. If you see the 2019 verdict, for example, when BJP won 26 out of 26 seats, all the seats were won by an average margin, I would say, of around 3 lakh votes. So the cushion for the BJP in Gujarat is very, very huge. Even in the last assembly elections, we saw the BJP winning a whopping 156 out of the 182 seats in Gujarat, with a nearly 50% plus vote share. In the 2019 Lok Sabha election, they had a 62% vote share in Gujarat. This time also, the BJP feels it will be no different. All their top faces in the state, many tickets have been changed, but Mr. Modi and Mr. Amit Shah have thrown their weight behind most of the candidates, campaigned for them, did rallies for them, road shows for them, and this is what is giving the BJP confidence. A state where BJP holds its record of law and order as well as development very, very dear. And though this time there has been a minor setback with Mr. Rampala, the Union Minister Purushottam Rampala, giving out a statement against the Kshatriyas, which upset the BJP in certain areas of Rajkot and the Saurashtra, but Prime Minister Modi doing damage control, going to this area on May 2nd this time, and also Purushottam Rampala has issued multiple apologies to his statement. BJP is not expecting any reversals. BJP is expecting a clean repeat of 26 out of 26 like the last time. A very, very confident BJP here with the Prime Minister and Amit Shah leading the show.
Okay, and those visuals are right there next to you. Thanks a lot for that. But I think the most interesting to me will be what happens in Baramati, right? Because for the first time, the two women are contesting against each other. The two women from the same family are contesting against each other. And Supriya Sule, of course, trying to retain her position in that constituency. Last time as well, in the last elections too, Supriya Sule was contesting against another woman. So this time around, let's see how things change. But